Hi, Gemini. Welcome to your bonus love reading for February. So your February reading, it's actually like a February reading, is in your playlist. So this is not the actual like reading for February. This is just a bonus love reading for you. So what we're going to do is we'll look into your energy first. We'll get an oracle card and see kind of what your overlying theme or any advice that you need from Spirit for February for love. And then we will clarify with tarot. If you would like to get the extended, where we look further into your energy and we look into the other person's energy, so the person you're bringing into the reading, we look into their energy. If you would like to get that extended, you can get it one of 3 different ways. Become a member of the channel by clicking the join button below. You can become a member on Patreon, and you can go to my website and get it individually or as a playlist. If you get the playlist, you get all of them. So let's see what's going on. So there is a Mercury retrograde. Happening in your 10th house. You might be, I don't even know that you're going to really be like super focused on love, but if you are, I feel like if you are focusing on love, I feel like you're focusing on fixing things right now. Either being a part of the group or like being a part of like bringing everybody together, or you're focused on like rebuilding something in some way. It's either like a fixing in some way or rebuilding. So we have reach out. This is actually the 3 of Pentacles in the traditional tarot. So it feels like a group effort. It feels like if you're single, I feel like you could probably find a lot of love within your friends and stuff right now. I feel like some of you are sort of rebuilding from a place you had to release probably some things in 2019, and now you're just starting to feel like you can rebuild with this energy. So deep breaths, Gemini. Ooh, look at you. There's a lot of confidence. There even might be with this 3 of Pentacles, it could be that you're building a new relationship also. Like if you had to recently let some things go and now you're sort of like rebuilding from a place of more stability, or you're allowing yourself to rebuild from a different place, I feel like you're going to be more successful. I do feel like you're either dealing with a fire sign or you have the passion and fire to create right now. So we have the Queen of Wands, we have the World, and we have the Magician. So I keep forgetting to tell people, I am using the Light Seers Tarot by Chris Ann for your portion of the reading. So I do feel like you have this spark to create right now. With that World card, it does feel like there's an ending of a cycle. And I want you to remember that manifesting and creation also goes, like, you can also do that, and you also have to allow yourself to rest, right? I think that you could get really up in your mind like a lot this month if like in between the manifesting or in between the evolution or in between the growth periods or in between the loving on each other or the, you know, like whatever it is that you're doing in your relationship right now, if you don't give yourself a timeout every once in a while and sort of recharge, you could easily slip into a 9 of Swords. So I have the 4 of Swords and the 9 of Swords. Without the rest comes the stress. I did not mean to sound like Dr. Seuss right then, although I did. I understand this. Yeah, and then the 10 of Swords, right? And part of this, and like, well, not part of the stress, most of the stress, all of the stress, if not every single piece of the stress, is making you believe that everything is just going to fall apart. It's almost as if you don't pay attention to it, if if you feel like you're not nurturing it in some way, like when I say that, I mean by like nurturing it, I mean nurturing the relationship or even nurturing yourself. If you're not nurturing yourself in some way, you can easily slip into a mindset of going to the worst possible case scenario. Oh my gosh, if I'm not paying attention to what I'm trying to manifest here, it'll all just sort of slip away. And the universe is trying to get you to understand that you don't, like, the more you focus on the thing that you're trying to create, or the more, like, we want you to create, or we want you to focus on the creation, or focus on what you're creating, focus on the relationship, focus on manifesting that love, focus on manifesting your growth, and then leave it alone. And then let the universe come in and do the work, right? Because when you, it's like when you least expect it, that's when things are going to happen. Now, there is a cycle that's ending here. And maybe you still have like remnants of healing from a previous relationship, or remnants from healing that you need to do from maybe the current relationship you're in. And that's what you need to focus on. But whoever this fire sign is, I feel like you have to understand and you have to realize that there is an ending point within all relationships. And that doesn't mean the actual relationship is over. But you both have to evolve and you both have to change. And if you both aren't doing that, it's going to be very hard to grow together. That's just something that I've had to learn throughout the years, that if I'm growing and the other person isn't growing and they're stuck and stagnant, that actually holds me back more than I would care for it to, right? That doesn't mean that I'm going to totally end the relationship because they're stagnant in their growth period, but I'm also not going to allow them to pull me backwards, you see? So being very, very discerning, instead of thinking that it's all over, because this 10 of Swords, you can create a complete ending if you really want to, Gemini. Like, if that's what you want to do, wipe it all out, get it all done. And we'll clarify and sort of see where all of this is coming from in the extended. But if you want to wipe it all out because you're too anxious about it, too nervous about it, if it's extending more of your energy than you care to be giving, you are the magician here. Remember that. You are the creator. If you don't know exactly what you need to do, ask for help. Ask for your friend's help, or take some time. Like in meditation, I feel like a lot of healing can happen in meditation, or in those quiet moments when you feel like your mind is full of chaos and you're not entirely sure what to do with it. Take a step back. Okay? I love you guys. I will see you in the extended. If you would like to get a personal reading with me, I do have some spots open for the discounted 30-minute live or recorded sessions for $60. You can get those. We're scheduling right now at the end of February, so there are only a couple of spots left. So I would suggest getting that done now. I love you guys. Have a wonderful, wonderful February, and I will see you in the extended, and I will see you for your March readings. Bye.